Just hit the unfollow button. I don't need your business.
Babe, what business do you mean?
What if one balcony serenade, 6 viral clips, 1 don't need your business clapback could crater a Disney coronation? A 23-year-old from New Jersey, hand-picked by Spielberg, now headlining shows priced at £0. The fandom swears everybody knew she tanked it. Rumors whisper about merch scrubs, trailer tests without her name, and a studio quietly ghosting its own princess. Tug any thread and you hit something messier. A press junket quote, a political post, or a ticketing widget reading, "Pay what you want." Stick around, because this isn't just gossip, it's a pressure map. And every point bleeds.
There's no doubt that she drove the final nail into this movie's coffin. She probably drove the final 2 or 3 nails into the coffin.
Late May 2025 rolled by like any other algorithmic blur, until "I don't need your business, babe" resurfaced in a TikTok supercut. The setting wasn't polished. It felt like a candid swipe at dissenters. That one line reopened the vault. Creators stitched it with her earlier quips. "The prince is a stalker. She's not dreaming of true love. I have to pretend to like fans at Disneyland." Compilation channels love patterns. They cut these soundbites into a tidy narrative arc. Rise, arrogance, fallout.
Yeah, right there. Zoom in right there. That's it. 163,000 rating, of which it got 1.6, not out of 5.
The moment the pattern felt obvious, viewers stopped fact-checking and started sharing. Within hours, clips migrated from TikTok to X, then into Instagram carousel posts with red circles and arrows. The tone shifted from "huh?" to "here's the proof." Once the line became shorthand, "doesn't need your business," commenters used it as a meme caption under every failing metrics screenshot.
You see how young these women are. You know, like this woman, Rachel Zegler, she looks about 12 years old in that clip, who plays the new Snow White. And it really does seem to me that this is like a 19-year-old's version of feminism, right? You've got to reject men. They have to be painted as toxically masculine.
Her words turned into a catchphrase weaponized against her. Image 1, a ticketing page reading £0. Image 2, a Rotten Tomatoes audience score sitting in the basement. Image 3, empty shelves where Snow White merch should be. None of these alone prove sabotage, indifference, or studio punishment, but strung together, they create inference. Dynamic pricing exists. Pay what you can nights are sometimes goodwill plays or last-minute fill-the-house tactics. But context dies in a screenshot.
I never want it to come off as me being ungrateful for the opportunities I have. I can also be having the greatest time and simultaneously wishing people would stop sending me death threats.
A single still, free, travels faster than an explanation about promotional models or charity tie-ins. Same with the merch drought. Maybe a supply chain hiccup, maybe a deliberate delay, maybe nothing at all. But fans already primed for "they're erasing her" will take a missing t-shirt as Exhibit A. Screenshots freeze a moment and kill nuance. The internet crowns them king. Result, the conversation moved from "is she talented" to "look at this proof she's toxic to sell." 2020, a modern Cinderella arc. She's plucked from 30,000 audition tapes for West Side Story, Spielberg's blessing, glowing press, once-in-a-generation headlines.
Every time that a celebrity gets like one DM that says KYS, they're like, "I'm getting death threats! Someone save me, but not a prince! Don't
Anybody but a prince!
Don't you dare save me."
She's like, "I'm getting these death threats," and the cops were like, "Well, save yourself."
2022, a Golden Globe at 20. The path looked bulletproof. Then West Side Story underperformed financially. Critical love, lukewarm box office. Instead of going silent and letting the work speak, she doubled down on discourse. Interviews turned seminar-esque. Heritage, identity, representation. Important topics, yes, but the delivery rubs some viewers as performative or lecturing.
Who hates when I win? The winged victory came to the Louvre in pieces, and people still line up to see her.
Oh my God.
And I can only hope
What does that mean?
that despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them.
Accent discourse didn't help. Rolling R's in promo while not being fluent sparked, is this authenticity or affect debates. Even supportive Latino fans split. Some applauded cultural pride, others cringed at what felt like cosplay. By late 2022, public sentiment pivoted. Compliments on her pipes were followed by but paragraphs about vibes. She wasn't canceled, she was a lot. Press Tour 2023. Instead of nostalgia, the talking points hit critique.
I mean, you know, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird.
Super weird.
So we didn't do that this time.
The 1937 film is outdated, the prince is creepy, true love is not the goal, leadership is. These takes weren't new in academic circles, but mass audiences don't want their childhood disassembled. They want pixie dust, not panel discussions. Her framing felt dismissive to diehard Disney adults, people who buy pins, cry at parades, and pre-order limited edition dolls. Telling them their beloved story is weird created distance, not dialogue. Allegedly, the studio noticed. Internally, the rumor mill says marketing retooled. Fewer hero shots, less merch rollout, a quieter lead presence.
But there was one actress who stood out, Rachel Zegler.
Weird.
But you just have to hear what she posted on her Instagram story. I find myself speechless in the midst of this. Another 4 years of hatred, leading us towards a world that I do not want to live in, leading us towards a world that will be hard to raise my daughter in. I echo Ethel Cain's statement more than anything. May Trump supporters and Trump voters and Trump himself never know peace.
Externally, silence. No public scolding, just a vanishing act. Posters without her face, trailers trimmed around her quotes, retail shelves lighter than expected. The fandom filled the silence with their own connective tissue. She hates the original. Disney hates her now. Old posts surfaced like ghosts. F Trump, may his supporters never know peace. Vote Kamala, it's non-negotiable. If you disagree, I don't need your business. In a divided market, half your potential buyers felt dismissed. That's not about agreeing or disagreeing politically, it's about math.
What our source describes as tension between Rachel and her evil queen co-star, Gal Gadot. Many speculate it stems from their political differences.
I really do believe that.
Magic mirror on the wall.
Rachel made no mention of Gal inside Allure's cover story out now, but did say her strong circle of women includes Wicked star Ariana Grande.
Celebrities speak out all the time. Some survive, some thrive. The difference often lies in tone and timing. Her posts read as curses, not causes. PR teams can spin advocacy. They struggle to spin contempt. Even apolitical fans balked. Disney's brand is comfort. Hearing a Disney princess tell people to never know peace jars. Add in total silence from the Mouse House, and speculation blooms. Did they gag her? Are they distancing? Or are they hoping the news cycle rinses it away? Regardless, every reshare carried an unspoken subtitle. She doesn't like you. London Palladium, Evita. Premium seats, £500. Audience files in expecting Goosebumps in house. Instead, the iconic Don't Cry For Me Argentina happens on a balcony aimed outward for free. Inside, patrons watch on a feed. Artistic choice? Directorial whim? Marketing stunt? Doesn't matter. The meme beat the explanation. Paid £500 for a live stream, trended within hours. Ticket resellers slashed prices. Production scrambled to frame it as immersive theater. The internet labeled it a scam. To be fair, reviews of her vocals were positive. Stage presence? Strong. But the stunt overshadowed execution. You can nail every note and still lose the room if the optics scream, "You're an afterthought." Once Pay What You Can appeared, that balcony moment became the inciting incident in every thread about her downfall. Causation? Correlation? Online? They are the same. Behind closed doors, marketing is mercilessly data-driven. The whisper, studios cut parallel trailers, identical except for tagging or naming her. The version without her call-outs supposedly tested higher in positive sentiment. Is that provable? Not from the outside, but it tracks with modern practice.
that despite my flaws, and despite my cracks and my breaks, and there are many of them, that at every premiere and everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
Tweak, test, retarget, repeat. If removing a name gives a lift, execs will do it without blinking. Directors want the audience buzzing about the film, not the lead's latest hot take. Publicists want anticipation, not controversy. Casting agents don't blacklist talent. They deprioritize headaches. The label isn't untalented, it's PR liability. This creates a feedback loop. Fewer mentions lead to fewer opportunities to reset public tone, which leads to more speculation and less control. Standing ovation in London. She cries. In a different era, that's a redemption beat. Now, commenters call it acting through the sniffles. Once people distrust your sincerity, everything looks staged. On late night TV, she recounts a Chili's bathroom story. Fan sings Maria at her. She leaves, night ruined. What she meant as boundary setting read as, I'm above this. The disconnect widened. Disneyland anecdotes didn't help. Saying she pretended with fans there felt like mocking the dream buyers. That's not evil, it's unstrategic. Many viewers don't parse youthful bluntness from disdain. They just feel insulted. So even when critics say she's good, the public's vibe meter flashes red. In the perception economy, vibes cash checks or bounce them. Door A, quiet reset. Disappear strategically, take smaller, non-IP roles, no hot mics, no viral clips. Let craft, not quotes, do the talking. Cost, time and humility.
I get stopped for photos every time I'm online for the Snow White ride, and I have to pretend like, oh God, well, crazy that we're in front of this.
Wait, how often are you in line for the Snow White ride?
I'm a narcissist.
Door B, full accountability arc. Long-form sit-down, print or podcast, walk through missteps, acknowledge tone deafness, outline growth. Cost, sincerity on display, risk of mockery, potential to reopen wounds. Door C, double down. Lean into I said what I said, rebrand as unapologetic, edgy, anti-nostalgia. Cost, mainstream exile, niche audience at best. Permanent Disney door shut. Door D, lawyered silence. Teams filter everything, studios scrub interviews, she becomes a voice in projects you notice only in credits. Cost, invisibility, creative stagnation, dependence on team strategy. There's also Door E, pivot mediums. Stage, indie film, voice work, foreign markets, places where discourse lags behind performance. But even there, Google follows. This saga isn't a referendum on talent, it's a case study in message management. In 2025, nostalgia IP is sacred. You can critique it, but you have to cradle it while you do. Fans want to feel included, not instructed. Studios want add to cart energy, not explain yourself discourse. Was she targeted by bad faith actors? Misquoted by clips? Possibly. Was she also careless with tone, timing, and platform? Also possible. Both can be true. The scoreboard doesn't care about intent. $0 seats, delayed releases, algorithmic dogpiles, free labels, and memeified quotes. Once the internet crowns you insufferable, you need 10 flawless deeds to erase one flub. And even then, the screenshot archive never deletes. So where does this end? Either with a swab-level reset moment, figuratively speaking, a single undeniable act that flips sentiment, or with a slow fade into workmanlike anonymity until the next generation forgets the memes.